Hey you, welcome back to my channel. I am Camille and I want to do a very short yet long video on how to use what you have, like conditioner and mousse, to make a very nice and beautiful curly hair day. So let's start with making my little tail in the back so I do not have any tangles for my next day wash whenever that happens. And I use a very small conditioner from Shea Moisture for my tail in the back. Smooth it through, brush it through, and braid it to my desired length. And then once I feel that's a good amount of braiding, I then brush it through and finger coil, so it stays like that until next wash day. Now, taking my hair out with only one clip, I broke my other one accidentally. Rest in peace, big clips. So yeah, now I am going to just go mid back ear and put the rest of my hair up to then add conditioner to what I feel is necessary, because it's still kind of wet from the shower and we got a stowaway, so I'm going to hydrate that anyway because it's already out, and finger coil, and then find out it needs a trim, so I'm going to trim it. Yeah, there's like a little knot at the end and I thought, why not clip it? Yeah, don't tell anyone, don't say anything. Anywho, so I go back to detangling my hair, then I separate it into smaller sections, so then I can brush that through, define the curls, scrunch it up, and then do what I need to do with the rest of the curls, the rest of the hair, the same way, and flip it to the back so it's not in the way of the rest of my hair. But with the rest of my hair, I feel more comfortable flipping my head forward and separating it into smaller sections and brushing it through that way. I think it's less time consuming, at least, because this hair care prep is less than 30 minutes at least for this process right here, with conditioning, detangling, defining, and then a little bit of a plop at the end. So of course you see I got some hydration there, and I'm just doing the same thing I did with the previous section of brushing it through, detangling, then defining with the scrunch up to the root area, and then throwing it toward the back so it's not in the way of my next section. And don't I look like Samara from The Rain? Are you ready for Halloween? I kind of am and kind of not, because I don't know what I'm gonna be. Anyway, back to the hair. So same process, as I have also been watching some Mains by Mel hair care videos on YouTube. I've noticed it is best to separate your curls like the same size as your curls when you're doing it. So once you're done detangling and you're done with the whole leave-in conditioner, your products, your prep, your style, when you're defining your curls, you want to separate it in the sections of the size of the curl. And my curls are very numerous. They're not all just one, of course, as everyone else might be. So I try to brush it in the way I think the sections should be for those hairs, curls, pattern. And I've been doing that for a couple times now, and that's what I've been doing lately, because before I was kind of a bit of a lazy bum, just wanting to brush it all through and hopefully it just looks the way it should look and have that curl, when ultimately it's just a wave look. But now I'm making it into smaller sections and brushing it through and scrunching it and throwing it back like it's, I don't know, a sack of flour. I don't know. And continue the whole process. Have my conditioner, apply it to the hair, and go about smoothing it through. Oop, having a bit of a knot. And making sure I am taking good care of the length, because the ends are always the oldest hair growth, and if that is treated poorly, then ultimately you will be having some split ends and it will result in a haircut. So I'm trying to prevent haircuts, but that ultimately will happen. So hopefully I could survive not cutting my hair completely until next year. Yeah, so this last section, as you saw, is a bit less hydrated. Like, not a much water is in it anymore because it's the last section. So I added a bit more conditioner than usual for the sake of making sure it's hydrated that way, instead of adding more water and then having that water be scrunched out from excess water. I don't know, I just don't want to waste the conditioner because it's so little and I'm low on conditioner, and I'm also saving to go to Ross and hopefully hit the jackpot on products that will make me survive until next spring. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so once that's done, it's done. My neck hurts, I'm ready to go to sleep, but I gotta plop in my own way for longer hair. I flip the hair over and I drape the shirt like you would with a towel or any t-shirt you use once you get out of the shower. And I make sure my hair is all covered and inside the shirt, and then I twist it once and flip it back. And wait for 30 minutes. And once 30 minutes is up, take my hair out slowly and prep it for some mousse. So this is what I got. Spur of the moment. It was 50% off, so it was $3.99. So I thought, okay, get it. So I got it. And this is what I've been using. It's fairly new. So looks like jello, looks like a mouse. And of course I wanted to show you how thick and how it can hold its form. And when I apply it in the middle area of my hair, because that's like the wavy area and can be very prone to frizziness and whatnot. So I scrunch that and then slowly go from the roots upwards, but I'm not really paying attention to the roots as much. I'm just going toward the middle area. And then I grab more of the mousse. I'm really into mousse these days, so I may be using this more than usual, but it's a little tiny amount. Now I then use this to scrunch it up toward the root area, making sure that area is less frizzy once it's dry. But I know I would have needed to add more to my whole head, but I also didn't want to use so much mousse, as I am still using so much mousse. But hopefully it's a good hair day. Jello, it really holds its form, which is pretty cool and great. So now I take this with very careful technique of grabbing all of the hair and rolling it as if it's dough with the ends and scrunching up and making sure all the mousse is coating the ends and protecting it to make it look defined. And right now, checking it out, look like a mushroom, and let my hair drop. Grab some more mousse that almost right now looks like a snake, and I will then take hair strands that are near my front hairline, because those are the most frizziest, and I have no idea how to handle that or work with it or what to do with that particular section, because it's always frizzy. It's sometimes defined, but the root area is not. So I try to use the mousse with my hands and really smooth it through, so hopefully it won't be too frizzy, and then really scrunch the rest of the mousse near the hairline and go about that. So once I'm all finished with my scrunching session, I see that I added a little mousse to my causes, so I clean that off. And I feel like I did put a bit too much in my hair, so I'm gonna plop it again, but later in the evening I took it out and just went to bed with wet hair, which I probably shouldn't have, but it dried. Okay, it dried. My hair dried. So isn't that good? I think that's good. So I'll see you next time. Oh, bam! Look at this girl. She's happy. Look at those curls. You see the frizz, but you see the curls as well. Do you see that? Oh, it may need a little tiny haircut, but it looks beautiful. Wow. I thought this was a really good hair day, but the horrible part is that I was going to be putting it up in a bun the next day. Yeah. I got bad priorities. Anyway, like and subscribe. Embrace joy. Do you make faces when you do your hair? I do. And I brushed out my little tail, so I gotta finger coil that again. Of course, you always get your glasses wet when you want to see with your hair getting done. And the struggle of knots. Yeah. Playing with the mousse. Catch it. Never mind. And do you have this long hair struggle to make sure your hair is separated and where it needs to be and not so like that?